Hello, good morning to all of you. First of all, thank you for Mr. Shakil sir because he has given us an opportunity to conduct this session in your classroom. Before that, I want to introduce in front of all of you that this is Mr. Shahid who is standing in front of all of you. And basically, I belong to Kathiyar and I completed my matriculation in 2021. Thereafter, I completed my intermediate degree in 2023. And now I'm a part of IDLS and I'm pursuing my graduation from Patna University. And if you have any question regarding English, that how can you improve your English language, or another question that you can ask me, it may be in Hindi or English. What? Yes, yes.
How to improve my English pronunciation?
Okay, pronunciation. Actually, it depends on you that how long do you practice. Suppose that if you are practicing every day 2 or 3 hours or reading novels, you know that in this time there are lots of novels. If you are studying day by day 3 or 4 pages, then I think that it's enough to improve your pronunciation and your reading skill. Because you know that there are 4 things which is very essential for improving the English language. First thing is that listening, reading, writing, and speaking. If you have a command, because you know that speaking is art. Suppose that if you are a commander in English language or in speaking, it means that you have to be a good scholar. So how long do you practice? How long do you study English novels or English books or English short stories? Because you are a beginner student, that's why it will be better for you that you should study the short stories. Because if you will study the European novel and European epic, then I think that it may be difficult because you are the beginner and there are some words which is very hard to pronounce this. That's why. Realize. In that time also I was unable to speak English language. Even actually I have studied approx 9 years in madrasa. That's why I don't have much knowledge. That's why I don't had much knowledge about English language. But in this time, I think that I can communicate with anyone. Actually, when I joined IDLS here, all types of environment are provided by the all faculties of this institution. So actually, I have given approx 4 hours daily in English language. Whatever I was studying in Hindi, whatever I was doing in entire day, I used to convert all those sentences into English language in the evening or in the night. So this was my habit in that time. Actually, also this is a practice that by doing this practice you can improve your English language. That whatever you are doing in your entire day, I mean that whole day, in the night or in the evening you can convert in the room, or also you can in the room. So it will be better for you to improve your English language. Yes. Yes, why not? Actually, it's only for the sake of saying that those students are not unable to speak English language. They are saying that there is no importance of grammar in spoken. But I don't believe this thing. Actually, grammar plays very important role, but it doesn't go in deep. Because those people are preparing for SSC CGL, they are studying grammar portion in very deep. So that's why I think that grammar portion is not need to speak in English language with deeply. But it plays a very crucial role. But also you will find that song is very difficult to understand. Until in this time I am unable to understand the English song. Actually those people, actually English is not my native language. If we are speaking Hindi language, then we don't think about the grammar. But those are living in America and UK, they also they don't think about the grammar of English language, because English is their native language, but English is not our native language. So initially we will face lots of problems, like you told that grammar. Yes, these problems may become in your life. Actually, also I have faced such type of problem when I used to, actually in this time there is a system in YouTube that whenever you are listening anything or watching any movie on YouTube, then you can on subtitle. Whatever he is speaking in Hindi language, that will appear on your screen in English language. So this is the benefit. Here you can see that he is speaking according to grammar or not, because you know that in this time AI is progressing day by day. Confidence. I think that for bringing the confidence, there is only one solution. That whenever you have been given any chance to come on the podium, you have to come firstly. Actually, when you will complete this batch, thereafter you will enter in that room, and then Raju sir, it may be that Raju sir will teach you, and in that topic, in that period, you will be given some topics, and day by day, I mean that daily, you will be given a chance to come on the podium. So try to come first on the podium, because it will decrease your hesitation, and it will helpful to bring the confidence. Another question from that side.
आपको कितना टाइम लग गया इसे बोलने में?
Okay. How many times it took to improve English language? Actually, I have joined Idealize in the month of March, and in this time, before 3 hours, before 3 months, my batch was completed. So I think that it was taken approx 4 or 5 months, because you know that 5 or 4 months is not enough to improve English language, because you know that if you wanna become a very good speaker in any language, I am not talking about English language. Suppose that if you are going to learn Spanish language, German language, or French language, these languages are not our native language, so it will take more time. If you have command in grammar portion, then you can learn 3 months or 4 months, because it's all about depend on you that how long do you practice. If you are practicing 6 hours, 7 hours, or 8 hours day by day, it will I think that it can decrease your time. Suppose that there are lots of students, and if you are studying all things in English language, most of the students are preparing for civil service in inter level, and also there are lots of students who are preparing for CGL SSC, because these competitions are very famous among us. If you are studying all contents in English language, also it will boost your English language. So whatever you are doing, also you have to think in English language. Thereafter you can learn English language, because it is happening with us that firstly we are thinking in Hindi language, thereafter we are converting the sentences into English language from that side, thereafter we are speaking. There are 2 or 3 processes. Firstly we are thinking from that side in Hindi language, thereafter we are converting that sentence in English language, thereafter we are speaking in front of the people. This is happening because we are Bihari, and firstly we think in Hindi language, thereafter we are converting it into English language. So try to think in English language, because it will also help to decrease your time to learn any language. Yes, mister. Actually, I am not allowed to speak Hindi language. That's why I am not speaking in Hindi. Also, Shakir sir told you that he will not use Hindi language, but you can ask in Hindi. I will translate all sentences outside, but here I am not allowed. Okay. First thing is that word power. Suppose that if you don't have word power, then you can't speak, because there are lots of students here that they have sentence power, they have the power of sentence formation, but they don't have. Whatever you are doing day by day, firstly you will have to write down on your notebook, thereafter you have to mug up or cramping that words, thereafter you have to practice all words into the sentences. Another thing is that parts of it must be cleared, and for spoken, I don't think that parts of speech is the fundamental thing for learning the English language, but tense must be cleared. Suppose that if you don't have command in tense, then you can't learn voice and narration. So tense must be cleared, thereafter you can speak, because all sentences are made in tense, voice, narration. And if you are talking about parts of speech, until you don't have command parts of speech, then you can't identify that which is noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb. So also parts of speech plays very important role. But those students are preparing for competitive exams, parts of speech are plays very crucial role for them. But we are here to learn only speaking. That's why it's mandatory for us that tense must be clear for us. Do you have any question? No. It means that already you are a genius. That's why. What meaning? Okay. When I used stationery, in that time I don't have any mobile phone. But in this time I think that everyone has mobile phone. Yes? And it is very easy to find out any word from the dictionary, because you can install.
वर्ड पावर तो पता होता है बट वो प्रॉपर उसका हिंदी नहीं कर पाते।
Actually, you are the beginner. Yes, I got it. Actually, you have the word power. Also, you can understand. Actually, there are 2 types. One thing is that what I mean that whatever you are studying, you are unable to understand that what he wants to say. Okay, if you will study NCRT, then I think whenever also I study NCRT, in that time also I am confused that it may be that my English is bad. Otherwise, who has written NCRT, his English was bad. Because NCRT doesn't follow, I think the NCRT doesn't follow the grammar rules. That's why it may be difficult also for you, because it is happening with me. That's why I'm saying. But if you are talking about novel, the novel actually you are the beginner. That's why you can't understand. There are lots of elements in English literature. That's why it will be difficult for you. So we can say that there are some elements also in this time you will unable to identify that it is poetry or prose, because you can study prose.